Hello everybody and welcome to Super Mario Bros. 2, a continuation into our Mario Monday where we're just playing all these Mario throwbacks and things, going through the whole lineage. And I gotta admit, this game is not one that I was super excited to play. I think it's a cool game, I love the game, but I've never been good at it. I'm terrible at this one, and it's very hard for me to play. But I've been practicing a little bit on Twitch when I stream it. I've been practicing a little bit, I've recorded this 3 times now, and all 3 times something has either happened to the footage or just the recording was weird at some points. So we're going to try our best here and see what happens. I am not guaranteeing we play this until the end, but you know what I am guaranteeing is that we'll have a good time doing it. For real, though, I think I might actually, if I don't do horrible at this, but don't finish it either, I think I might just restart, retry, and try to do it again. If I get pretty far, I do a pretty good job. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to have fun with it either way, and we'll talk a little bit about some games and whatever, whatever comes up. But this game, believe it or not, and I'm sure all of you know the lore already because it's been out for, 40 years or however long now. Why is that a bomb? Jesus, you'd think after playing this 7,000 times I'd remember that there's a bomb in there. But this is not actually a Mario game, so this is, let me go up here. This game is actually a reskin of a game called Doki Doki Panic. And it's a game that was... Oh, hello. Oh, nice. Alright, yeah, I'll take that. Sure, why not? It's a game that was originally made for a Japanese festival with 3 characters, I believe. Well, 4 characters, that's what it is. 4 mascots. And so, essentially, outside of the Japanese festival, it probably... I think the thinking was it wasn't going to get received super well. Which is funny, because nowadays, I mean, anything that's new or creative or interesting, especially that ties into, like, lore or history or, any kind of traditional background kind of things, anything that's got to do with culture, like, it's interesting to people. It's a fun way of getting that information. But yeah, back then, I guess it was thought it wasn't going to be received super well, so they reskinned it as a Mario game. And, of course, it's one of those games that's, like, very controversial in a good way, because people are like, I love this game, it was great, or it doesn't feel like a Mario game to me, so it's like, it sparks some debate, but no matter what, people feel like this is a classic, and I agree. I think it's an incredible game, an incredible entry into this franchise, because God, if y'all have ever seen or played Mario 2 The Lost Levels, boy, that is just a nightmare, and I never thought about it, but I think I might have to play that on this Mario Monday explorative series as well. Unfortunately, I've never done well on that. I've only played it like once or twice, and it's been a disaster. But not as much of a disaster as this is. This game gets me. When I was a kid, I never made it even this far, and this is just past level 1. I could not figure out that I had to pick stuff up and throw it at people. When Birdo was there, I did not know I had to jump on the eggs. It was just such a weird concept. Like, shoot them back at them. I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Let's go up here, because I think, yeah, these guys will come down in sequence, and I just want to be out of their way. Perfect. I was really cutting it close there. This little fly stabby dude, go away. Where do I put this? I don't remember. Okay. I did a good, so it's okay. Nice. Give me those coins. Was there anything in here? I think there was. Yes, there sure was. Alright, cool. I know all of you probably know this already, but man, growing up, I was never somebody that was like... I was never somebody who was very accepting of games that were incredibly different in the franchise. So Mario 2, when I got it at the store, I remember thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome. Another Mario Brothers game? Yeah, I want to break bricks and, you know, jump on my enemies and stomp them and everything like that. Oh, okay, great. But what actually happened was, I quickly found out that that's not how that game was at all. And, I was very disappointed. Oh, shit. Actually, that's fine, because I can just do this. Make sure it blows. Okay, cool. Yeah, because if you walk away, the bomb won't do any damage, which is very weird to me. Nice. Nice, dude. We are crushing this one. I'm getting real good at these first couple levels, I gotta say, dude. I'm pretty happy about my progress here. Okay, alrighty. I had to use that guy's head, because ain't no way I was getting out of that one. Oh, good. Yeah, get the hell out of here, man. Can't be doing that shit to me. Yeah, so there's a few games like that. Like Duke Nukem 0 Hour, for instance. I loved Duke Nukem 64. I thought that was an awesome game. It was so fun, funny, interesting to me. And it was fun to play with, with friends on the multiplayer. So then when I got 0 Hour, I was just like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? This is not at all the game I remember. Because I didn't think about it at the time. Like, it's the same game, a different adventure. I never thought of it like that, you know? Especially not with games like Banjo-Kazooie. This was the 64 era, of course, because Banjo-Kazooie was a very good game. It was a game that I loved, and then they brought out the second one, and it was like, hey, it's the same game with a few extra things that we love, you know, added in. It's something, it's just a new adventure for the old game, you know, and I liked that a lot. I liked that a lot. What the hell was that? Did you see that? I don't know if I could recreate that if I tried. And that's what I loved about Banjo-Tooie, you know, because it was like, okay, this is a really fun game. And it reminds me of the first one. It's nostalgic without it being too far removed from the original, you know? This game, however, was so different and so wild that I just could not wrap my head around that. And I was like, nah, dude, I don't like it. I don't know. I'm a kid. I don't accept anything that I don't get, you know? If it's not exactly the same, I don't love it. So, you know, that's just how I was with games and stuff back in the day. And, you know, movie franchises to a degree also, especially with actors. I don't know if you all have ever had this, but, like, when you see an actor in a certain movie and you were younger, even sometimes to a degree when you're older, you know, that actor is just that character from then on. If you first see them, you know, you see them as that character. Chris Farley to me, I saw him in Tommy Boy, right? And for the rest of my life, that was just him. He was just Tommy Callahan, you know what I mean? Adam Sandler, I saw him in Happy Gilmore first, so forever he was just that guy. So it's weird to, you know, see him in different roles. It's, I don't know, it's one of those weird things for me, but, you know. Okay, fantastic. We're gonna skip a lot of levels here, because I am not confident enough to take this whole game on by myself. So what I'm gonna do is just warp, and we'll do the thing. But, you know, I think that's just a very interesting thing. With games and stuff, you know, I can go back now and, you know, appreciate, like, I can appreciate the fact that, you know, this was a pretty cool entry into the franchise. Whether it was like a reskin or not, or any of that stuff, you know, it doesn't detract from the fact that it's like an actual awesome game. And, you know, Mario got a lot of their Mario staples from this game. I think we just discovered this. Yes, sir. All right, cool. That'll help tremendously. All right, let's go ahead and slide. Just infinitely sliding. Man, I'm getting pretty fierce at this, let me tell you. Alright, so, this is a weird thing. For some reason, I mean, what kind of fever dream game is this? Like, literally, you pull a radish up and take a rocket? What is that? It's so interesting, it's so wild. I think this is a product of the time, just like the 64 was, you know? Like, you get these consoles, and you can have video games at home now, and not, you know, video games at the arcade, and you can just do whatever you want with them. Like, this is a whole new world of just doing whatever you want. And that was really sloppy, but we got through it. Because the 64 was very much like that. It was like, you know, we got 3D now. We can do whatever the hell we want. We're in this thing to win it, you know? It was awesome. Yeah, so... let's see what we got going on here. I think, you know... oh, this one's so hard. This one is so freaking difficult. Alright, and for some reason I decided to just balls it up that way. That's good. His hitbox is like the same. Oh, why did I jump? I don't know, I just instinctively jumped. The first death! Okay, cool. Actually, this is as far as I've ever gotten without dying once, so honestly, I'm pretty excited about that. That's good. Let's just go, dude. Let's just see what happens if I speedrun this. Oh, okay, never mind. This time we'll take it slow. We'll be careful. Alright. Dude, this is like full concentration. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Just full-on concentration mode. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, you gotta get through this safely. Oh. Oh! I knew my jumping. Dude, I just react. When I see something, I just jump. It's instinctive. Oh, we're good, we're good. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. But yeah, oh, that's right. The whales, dude. This is such a cool map. Again, Fever Dream stuff. Like, look at this, dude. You get to go on their spouts and, you know, I think they kill you if you walk into them, but it's so cool. It's just such interesting, unique level design. And I walked right into it and died, so that's cool. But, yeah, dude, like I say, a whole new world. Consoles were the video game things at home, and 64 was the way they paved forward. You know, NES, too, because it was more like, hey, you made games for the NES, right? But let's just, while we have the NES games being worked on, let's also make NES games with better graphics and see how far we can push that. And then Super Nintendo was just that. It was like, hey, these are your classic feeling games, new concepts, new franchises, new characters, but also we can do all kinds of new things with the graphics, and it's so cool. 64 was just like that too, you know? Like, oh, we got this 3D, you know, realm that we can play with, and we can... I know the advancements of just that during that console's lifetime alone are crazy, you know? Just absolutely wild. I mean, you know, the first few games that came out was still like, it looked 3D but on a 2D plane. And then by the time the 64 was, you know, past its prime, it was like, okay. Now we've got full 3D space games and, you know, stuff just... oh, how am I supposed to get through that? Yeah, you gotta have at least two going through that fire flower thing. That flower is just a disaster. I thought it was weird that they were still making, like, NES games for the Super Nintendo and stuff like that. It's very strange, because it's not like today. It's not like today where you just say, hey, this one's formatted for the PlayStation 5. Oh, that's good. What the fuck just happened? Oh, that was it? Jesus Christ, man. Alright, so that was not as far as I've ever gotten, but pretty damn close. Yeah, because you could just kind of say, like, okay, we're going to put a copy of this here and a copy of that there. And you can have it on both systems now. You know, you really had to... oh, God. I can't... dude, I cannot do this to save my life. Here's what I'm saying. If we get killed on this playthrough, I will try to do it again. And just record a whole, like, part 2 run or whatever of this. Because I am a terrible Mario 2 player. And, like... I'm not even 100% sure what to do past a certain stage. Okay, that was almost a disaster, but we're good. Okay, I got this. Yeah, because I don't want it to just be like, oh yeah, he tried and failed and that's it. You know, I want to give it like a good shot. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, no. Dude, are you joking? Like, okay. That door, oh, that falling on the door there, that was tough. That was very tough. Or falling on the door, what? No, falling in the middle of those plants, it was very tough. Oh, man, I'm all worked up now. As you can see, I'm very excited to be playing this. Even though it's a tough game, I like it. I like the game a lot. But thank you all for indulging me in this little bit of nostalgia. And, you know, I've never really given this game a shot, so we're giving it a shot together. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate you very much. Please take care of yourselves and be well. That is very important to me. Have a good one, y'all.